Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about winter vanilla fragrances. So vanillas are some of my favorite fragrances to wear in the cold weather. So I've got 12 different cold weather vanilla fragrances here that I adore, and I'm so excited to finally start wearing, and I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with a Solstice Scents fragrance that I just wore this the other day. And it's such a delicious vanilla. This is from Solstice Scents, and this is called Snowshoe Pass. This is the Burnishing Glacé, which is kind of like a light, it's kind of like a light oil spray. I'll show you. So you just, I don't know if you can see, yeah, there where you just spray it on your skin, and it's really light. You can, you can rub it in, or you can just wait for it to kind of absorb into your skin, which it will. It's not gonna like get your clothes all greasy or anything. Oh my gosh, I love this scent. I have no idea what the notes are in this. I tried to look it up. I think that the last time I tried to look it up, it was before they put their winter list out. So hopefully it will be on the winter list, but I love this scent. It's a really beautiful, warm, sweet, kind of very slightly powdery vanilla. It's so good. It's a fantastic winter vanilla. It's really cozy. It's perfection. I love it so much. So that is the first one. That is from Solstice Scents, and that is called Snowshoe Pass. This is the fragrance that actually inspired this video, because these are my favorite kinds of fragrances to wear in the cold weather because they're so cozy and just perfect. Okay, next I've got a couple, these are travel sprays, but, or this one's actually a roller ball, but these are such amazing winter vanillas. This is actually a fragrance from Sucra Bay, and this is called Strangeling, and oh my gosh, this is so good. This is kind of like it's like a sweet, boozy, kind of incensee, or maybe even more resinous. It's kind of like a sweet, boozy, slightly resinous vanilla. It's got a ton of booze in it, like a ton. I think it's cognac that's in this, and it's really like, the booze is the first thing you smell, even before vanilla, but there's this beautiful sweet vanilla. And then I think this also has some dragon's blood in it, or some like copal or something like that, that gives it that kind of slightly resinous scent. It's stunning. I love this. It's really, really unique smelling, and it's just a super boozy vanilla. I love it. Lasts forever on. You're gonna get a good 10, 12 hours out of this easily. It's amazing. So anyways, that is Strangeling from Sucra Bay. And then the other travel spray that I have is this one here from Atelier Cologne, and this is called Vanille Incensee. And oh my gosh, this is one of the like best cold weather vanillas ever, because it's got such a heaviness to it. It's almost like a slate powderiness, or it's got that same kind of a fuzziness that like Baccarat Rouge 540 has, where it's like hard to explain. It's not powdery. It's more like a, I don't know, like a fuzziness, like a fluffiness. But this doesn't have that Baccarat Rouge 540 scent profile at all. Like, not even close. It just has that same kind of a fluffiness to it. This is stunning. It is fantastic. This is one of the fragrances that made me fall in love with vanilla, which I've always loved vanillas, but this is the one that really like made me fall in love with vanillas many years ago. This is the second travel spray that I've gone through. I had another travel spray, like, I don't even remember. It was like back in the early 2010s or something, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I absolutely adore this. This is a monster of a fragrance too. This will hang around forever. Like, you'll get a good 8-10 hours out of this. When I finally do finish up this travel spray, I will be purchasing a full bottle of this. I love it. It's my favorite scent from Atelier Cologne, hands down. like the best. So anyways, that is Vanille Incensee from Atelier Cologne. Next, we have a Lush scent. This is Lush Vanillary. This is vanilla and jasmine and tonka. This is another heavy, warm, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's a heavy, warm, kind of floral vanilla. It almost does smell a little bit like a really expensive soap or something. I love it. This is like a comfort scent for me. I've been wearing this scent since 2010 when it came out, and I'm obsessed. I just think that it is such a beautiful, really, really unique vanilla. And it's perfect in the cold weather because it's so cozy. So it's just an amazing cold weather vanilla. Plus it is a monster. You will smell like this until you wash it off. Yeah, you'll smell like this forever. It's fantastic. So anyways, that is Lush Vanillary. Okay, next we have a Chopard fragrance. This is Chopard Casmir, and I love Casmir. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is a vintage smelling, my bottle is all dusty. This is a like vintage smelling 90s smelling perfumey vanilla. If you were a fan of the original formulation of Vanilla Fields in the 90s, I think you would really like this. It's very similar. Maybe a little less sweet than Vanilla Fields was, but really, really similar. It's got that amazing like vintage 90s smell to it. This is such a cozy, perfect cold weather vanilla fragrance. And if you're looking for a vanilla that's more of a perfume and not like a gourmand, or not a literal vanilla, or not a simple single note vanilla, you want like a perfume that actually smells like a perfume and maybe not something to eat, this is for you. This is a beautiful perfumey vanilla. I love it. This is one of those that you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Not everybody loves vintage smelling fragrances, but I absolutely love this. I feel even if you weren't even alive in the 90s, I think that you may still like this because it's, I don't know, it's not dated smelling at all. It just smells so good. It's so cozy. So anyways, that is Chopard Casmir. Okay, and then kind of in the same vein as that is Rochas Toad. This is a reformulated version of this fragrance, and I love this. This is similar to Casmir, but this is more vanilla heavy. This has got a really prominent, smooth vanilla note in it, but it still has that kind of vintagey 80s smell to it. It's definitely got a vintage quality to it. But the vanilla in this one is heavier and smoother. This one is sweet, it's warm, it's cozy, it's kind of heavy, but without being like a heavily spiced kind of fragrance. It's still, for as heavy as this one is, it's still really, really smooth. It's beautiful. It's not overly sweet, but it definitely is sweet. And it definitely just has that beautiful 80s smell to it. I absolutely love this one. So this is a beast too. In the winter time, you'll get a good 6 to 8 hours out of this. It lasts forever. This is one of those that usually I smell like this until I wash it off. And this is a reformulated version. So yeah, I know it's not as good as the original formulation. I don't even really remember what the original formulation of this smells like, but I can only imagine. And I know I've had a lot of people tell me that this one is not nearly as good as the original, but I still enjoy this. I still think it's really, really nice. So anyways, that is Rochas Toad. Okay, this next one, this is a Dua fragrance. This is actually a clone of a Nichane perfume, and this is called Drowning in Vanilla, and it's a clone of Nichane Ani. This is a heavily spiced, slightly sweet, really, really warm vanilla. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's really, the warmth comes from all of the spices in it. Yeah, it's definitely got some cardamom in it, which I think is where it gets the majority of its warmth from. I think it's probably got some cinnamon. It's just got a ton of like warm spices. It's not overly sweet. It is slightly sweet, but not like overly sweet. And it's a pretty heavy, like warm vanilla. It's really, really beautiful. I love this one, and I love the one that Belair did called Lune. I think they're both fantastic. Really, really good clones. I have smelled Ani before, and you know, it's fine. It's not anything that I would have ever paid for a bottle of the real thing, because the real one is so expensive, and I don't love it that much, but I do love having a clone of it. It's just really, really nice. So anyways, that is Drowning in Vanilla from Dua or Nishane Ani. This next one, this can be worn any time of year. This is an old signature of mine, but I am obsessed with this vanilla in the winter time. I just think it's just such a beautiful, like complex, warm slash heavy vanilla. This is Pure Vanilla from La Vanilla. This is actually a clean fragrance, so this doesn't have a bunch of like stuff in it that's really bad for you. It probably doesn't have like a whole bunch of hormone disruptors and things like normal fragrance does. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of this. This is sweet and again complex. It's really perfumey. This is not an edible vanilla. It's not a gourmand vanilla. It's a really beautiful, sweet, heavy, complex, perfumey vanilla. I love this. This is a bottle of the original formulation. I have had a bottle of the new formulation as well, which is still fantastic. I don't know if it's just been repackaged or if it's been reformulated and repackaged. Usually if it's been repackaged, it has been reformulated. But if it has, it still smells amazing. I love this fragrance. This is a monster of a perfume too. You will smell like this for 10, 12 hours. It lasts forever. So anyways, that is La Vanilla, Pure Vanilla. Next, we have a Middle Eastern fragrance. This is a fragrance that I can't wear that often because my husband can't stand it if I even smelled it or if I even sprayed this in the house. He hates it. Like, I could have sprayed this 3 hours prior to him even coming home and he will smell it as soon as he walks through the door and he will complain. But I love this perfume. This is a vanilla oud fragrance. This is Latafa Ragba. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. This is sweet vanilla oud and sugar. It is beautiful. I love this. This is perfectly unisex. Anybody could wear this, man, woman, doesn't matter. It's really sweet though, so I would say it maybe leans just a touch feminine because it is quite sweet, but it's fantastic. The oud is not overpowering at all. It just brings this really beautiful woodiness to the base. It's really sweet, sugary, tons of vanilla. It's divine. This lasts forever too. I will smell like this until I wash it off, which is another reason I don't get to wear it very often because my husband super hates this one. But yeah, I need to do a whole video on fragrances I don't wear often because my husband hates them. This would be at the top of the list, but I adore this perfume. I think it is fantastic and it is amazing in the winter time. So anyways, that is Latafa Ragba. This next one, I picked this one up either last year or a year before at Walmart for $20, and I love this scent. This is technically a men's scent, but I wear it and I absolutely adore it. This is a fragrance from Cremo and this is called Spice and Black Vanilla. This is sweet, spiced, warm vanilla. It's not groundbreaking, it's not complex, it's pretty simple. I've heard that it smells exactly like Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb or Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme, one of the two. I've had so many people comment, and when I've talked about this fragrance, so many people comment and say, my husband has both of them, they smell exactly the same. And I think they say that the Viktor and Rolf one doesn't last much longer than this one does. So you may as well just buy this because it's 20 bucks. This is a huge bottle too. This is a 3.4 ounce or 100 ml bottle. And like I said, you can pick it up at Walmart for super cheap. I love it. It smells amazing, super warm, perfect for winter. This one is the only one on this list that I don't get much time out of. I can only get a couple hours out of this at a time, but it's such a huge, inexpensive bottle. I don't mind having to reapply it a lot. It's completely fine. So anyways, that one is Cremo, Spice, and Black Vanilla. Next, I just wore this one not long ago, and this one didn't perform super well on me the way that it used to, so it might just be like a skin chemistry thing. But this is one of my most favorite winter vanillas ever. This is Lalique, just Lalique Le Parfum. I love this. This is such a warm, really, really sophisticated smelling vanilla. This does have a bay leaf note in it. I try to mention that every time I talk about this perfume because you're either going to love that bay leaf note or hate it because it is very prominent. And that's basically what it is, like bay leaf and vanilla. Those are the two most prominent things in it. It's a really beautiful, sophisticated, warm, kind of perfumey vanilla. It's not overly sweet. It's not gourmand. It's just a really beautiful, warm vanilla. And I just wore this, I think, last week or week before, and it didn't perform well on me in the cold. I only got, so I'm gonna have to try it in the heat now and see if maybe it is one that I can wear in the warm weather and get better performance out of, but I think I only got maybe, I don't know, 3 hours or something, and this used to be a beast on me. I used to be able to get a good 8 to 10 hours out of this. I used to wear it to work a lot because it would hang around for so long, but sadly it's just not anymore. It's probably just me, my skin chemistry. But anyways, yeah, amazing amazing cold weather vanilla. That is Lalique Le Parfum. I love this bottle too. It's one of my favorite bottles in my collection with the red tassels, and it's beautiful. It's heavy, it's high quality, it's beautiful. Okay, and then last but not least, this is another one of my most favorite wintertime vanillas. This is Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidee Vanille. This is like a chocolatey vanilla. This one's really complex. This has got a whole bunch of stuff in it. It's a little bit herbaceous. It's got some flowers in it. It's got chocolate in it, so you get this beautiful like cocoa. It's like a cocoa dusted vanilla with nuts, flowers, some herbs. It's beautiful. It's complex. I haven't worn this in a long time. I used to have really good luck with how this performed. I used to be one of the only people that I had ever heard say that they had good luck with this perfume as far as performance goes. I used to be able to get a good 6 to 8 hours out of this. And everybody else would say, no, it like disappears as soon as I spray it. I'm so afraid now that my skin chemistry has changed again. I'm so afraid that this is not going to perform well on me anymore. And I have a feeling that because La Parfum, the Lalique Le Parfum doesn't perform well on me anymore, that this one's not going to either. So yeah, I'm going to test this one very soon and I will let you guys know. But this is one of my favorites cold weather vanillas. It's a little bit heavy, it's rich, it's complex, it's perfumey, it's not gourmand, it's not overly sweet, and it's a little bit chocolatey, and I adore it. So anyways, that is Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidee Vanille. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are 12 cold weather vanillas that I absolutely love to wear this time of year. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.